tiny subroutine in all Starfleet computers. If any vessel arrives in the Boreth system, their sensors will pick up distress beacons from dozens of destroyed Starfleet starships. In addition, when we started this conversation, I sent out a few false maydays from these phantom vessels. Ships are already responding. You've proven yourself to be a skilled warrior already, so I'm sure you know that Kahless said it was acceptable to lose a battle to save an empire, or a ship. I suggest you leave before Starfleet arrives.
Klingon bird of prey, power down your weapons and shields, and prepare to be boarded. Our sensors are detecting several Federation distress beacons in this area. This trap is obviously your handiwork. Surrender now, or we will be forced to open fire. The beacons are as plain as... curious. They are no longer transmitting. Engineering, run a level 3 diagnostic on the sensors.
Eluded your search. That said, you did uncover a Federation spy nest in the heart of First City. We've deciphered their infiltration techniques and are cracking down on their spy network within the Empire. One of my prison guards there.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
From the heart of Kronos
You have a new
to the
power
frozen
that can be
wastes
set
of
up to
Urapenthe,
automatically be
the
used.
Klingons have built an
Press the
empire that
L2
values
button to
strength,
show your powers.
honor,
Use
and
the left
skill in
stick to
combat.
navigate this radio
To
menu.
be Klingon is to
Navigate
be a warrior.
to brace for impact.
Fight well,
Press
live
the
with
R1
honor,
button to
die
toggle
with a
between
blade in your
different
hand.
auto-execute settings.
If you can do these
and
things,
change
you will live
when this
forever
power will
in the
automatically
stories
be
of the great
used.
Klingon heroes.
This power will be used even if it is not set up for quick equip. Your active traits are listed on the left. Detailed information about each trait is available on the right. You can change active traits by selecting the trait slot you wish to modify.
We have identified the Federation prisoner you've been chasing. His name is Franklin Drake. Some of our sources say he's a Starfleet intelligence agent, but there are hints that he's much more. From what I can tell, he's not part of the normal chain of command. Previously, we didn't have any images or genetic samples from him, which is why he was so hard to identify. Now, we'll be on him the second he shows his face again. We already have a lead for you to follow. Records indicate a Klingon shuttle entered space above the Urapenthe penal colony. That system is restricted, and there was no traffic scheduled for today. You are authorized by the High Council to approach the system and determine if Drake is there. Bring him back alive, if you can. There is work.
Thanks for coming. Spotting a Borg scout here made a lot of people nervous, and with good reason. So, some old friends called in a favor, and here I am. I came here looking for Borg, but the real problem turned out to be sabotage. Orion smugglers fouled up the long-range array, but they left the short-range sensors intact. I have plenty of evidence from the sensor logs to turn over to Alliance officials. Still a concern. If they're sizing up this quadrant as an incursion zone, we need to know about it. I have a few ideas on upgrading the sensor arrays, making them harder to disable and better at spotting Borg. Beam me over and we can sort out the details. With your assistance, I can complete the modifications quickly. Good. Now that we have a working array, our next step will be initiating the new security protocols. Hold on. Are you seeing this? The long-range sensors just lit up like a Dabo table, reading a massive energy surge. We're being scanned. Something's overriding all our control systems, attempting to bypass.
Warning. Ship ready for attack.
Well, that was unpleasant. Still, there are no damage reports, no casualties. Scanning. This is unexpected. According to Astrometrics, we were catapulted several hundred light years from Traelus to the Excalibia system. Here's some facts to go along with those legends. In the 23rd century, Excalbians abducted the USS Enterprise and subjected some of her crew to a series of combats. Some sort of morality test. Feels that way to me. I doubt they dragged us all the way out here to have a Raktajino and talk about baseball. There's one way to find out for sure. Hail them and see what they want. I can boost the signal once the ship is in a standard orbit. Assuming the Excalbians are in a talking mood, we should have answers soon.
We are receiving your signal. On behalf of the Excalbian people, I bid you welcome. My name is Abraham Lincoln. Some time ago, I met and fought beside members of a Federation starship crew. Under the circumstances, we felt a somewhat familiar face would make this encounter more agreeable. That is a complicated matter, I'm afraid. I think it would be easier to discuss it face to face. We prepared a meeting ground on the surface of Excalibia. It meets your needs for atmosphere and climate, as I understand them. Will you join us there? Welcome, friends. I do hope the local climate is to your liking.
The climate's fine. It's our abduction that we have a problem with, friend.
My apologies. It was not an action of my choosing, I can assure you.
Your presence is required for a matter of great importance.
Greater than conversations with dead presidents?
Long ago, the two of us were involved in a study, if you will.
An evaluation of two concepts, good and evil. The initial results were ultimately inconclusive.
The debate has continued since that time.
We now seek a final resolution.
What does that have to do with us, exactly?
You have been chosen as advocates for the concept of good.
But you will not face it alone.
Hello. Looks like we have a lot of work to do here.
That's putting it mildly.